Welcome to another Shine.fm Church Spotlight. We're so excited to be able to spotlight this month of February St. Matthew's United Methodist Church there in Frankfort, Indiana. And I'm going to have their pastor introduce himself and the church and also tell us what time the services are.
My name is Darren Hendry, a senior pastor at St. Matthew, and our Sunday morning worship is at 9:15 a.m.
And how would someone find the church location?
We are on 1951 Wilshire Drive. It's just, I guess the best way to say it is a block or two down from the main street, south of
Mm-hmm.
the main street.
Yep. All right. So if someone asked you, what do you like best about your church? What would you tell them?
Uh, well, I've been here a little over a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I love most about there's two things. One, it's the church I serve that is the most lay ministry involved.
Mm,
So that is so amazing because we can do so much. Because I'm used to a smaller church that I pretty much had to do everything. And so having so many people involved, I can just say, hey, how about this? And people do it.
mm,
So there's a lot of lay people involved. When I did a little research, uh, we have reached about 100 in worship. So we have about 70 people engaged uh, every week, every month, something like that
mm-hmm.
in some kind of ministry. And that leads to the second thing I love is all the community outreach we do. We have a Brianna's Hope at the church. We have another building which hosts a Trinity Hope, which is a recovery ministry like Brianna's Hope. And
Mhm.
in July, we opened up a second preschool. So we have people all over the place, which
That's
is really
amazing.
exciting.
Yeah, that's exciting. So if someone would ask you, why is your church different from other churches? How would you describe that?
Uh, it really is focused outwardly.
Mhm.
Um, there was one of the community center
Mhm.
closed last summer suddenly, and they had a preschool there as well, and they gave them a week. And I thought that's kind of crazy. And so I went to the church board and said, I'd like you to commit $20,000 to support this. We may not need all that, but I'd like that support. And we worked with the county community foundation
Mhm.
and with United Way, which is kind of how we do everything, which is another cool thing. We don't do it by ourselves. We partner with other organizations because we couldn't do it by ourselves. And so between the three, I think that was all of them. We were able to keep the preschool open for another couple months,
Mhm.
give the families some alternative and some time to choose. And what I liked about it was I asked, and there was really no discussion. They said, okay.
Mm,
And so that's the focus is anything we can do to help. Another thing is there's a lot of benevolence
mhm.
uh, calls at the end of the year with things going on, and people were having trouble with rent and utilities and all those things, and our fund ran out. And so I went to the missions team and said, I need this much money. And I went to the church council and said, also need this much money. And they said, okay.
Mm.
And then I went to the congregation as, hey, we need some extra money. And people pitched in and we were able to help everyone that came through.
That's great. Generosity for sure.
Yeah.
How would you describe the mission and purpose of St. Matthew's?
Well, again, that goes back to very mission oriented to the community. We do missions around the world.
Hmm.
We just had myself and a few others in the church, people from our Trinity Hope, Brandon's Hope community, and some people from other churches in the state of Indiana just went on a mission trip to Guatemala, and I just got back Saturday. So we worked at a school. So we do that around the world, but a strong emphasis just in Clinton County,
Hmm.
and they really like to focus that in the area, and they're really energized in making that difference. And so I think that's one of the things that makes this church strong in that way.
Hmm. Next question, and you've talked a little bit about this, but maybe describe more of the outreach that goes on with St. Matthew's throughout the year, special events you might do or events you might do.
Okay, so we have a weekly Brianna's Hope on Thursday night. Have a meal. 6 p.m. the meal. 6:40 to about 8 is worship, testimony, preaching.
Hmm.
Last year we started what we call a Kids Hope to go along with Brianna's Hope. We got a grant
Hmm.
and we include children now in that.
Yeah.
What has happened with that ministry is there are some people that can't come to church on Sunday. So I said, it's basically a worship service.
Hmm.
So we had 0 kids, and now we have, last week we had 9 kids in there. We have the meal and the Brianna's Hope fluctuates, but anywhere from 30 to 70 every week. And so we do that weekly. And it takes about 20 to 30 volunteers that are faithful every week to come, and they're here. So that's one outreach, and it's recovery ministry. We have a closed United Methodist Church that we own the building that we take care of, that we got a grant, and this was before my time. Got a grant, and a Healthy Communities of Clinton County rents the facility, and the Healthy Communities does a lot in the county, but in that building, which is called Trinity Hope, it is a recovery ministry. And so we have someone that's in charge of that, and they do all kinds of events. I have a staff person that we hired here this year that is our tr outreach and local mission person is what we call them.
Hmm.
And they do outreach at the church, but they're also have a focus at Trinity Hope and during and Brianna's Hope. And so they're at all the events,
Hmm.
which they have multiple, like New Year's Eve party, a summer block party. And so we have not only those events, but we have a lot of some of those, not everyone, but like the summer block party, we'll have about 6 or 7, 6 to 10 people go there to cook and help. And so they do that. We have also an outreach ministry. We have a retirement community, Wesley Manor. And so once a month, we have a worship service there because a lot of the former members don't get out much, and so we go to them. There's some that can come to church, but there's a good community there that don't, so we go to them, and it's open for everybody. So we do have people that are not St. Matthew people there, but it was started to bring church to our people that can't come here. We also have our online worship experience, this live worship that we make sure for the people that we have a consistent group. So those are some of the things that we do just to reach out to our community.
Hmm. So talk about, we've looked outwardly now. Talk about inwardly are the opportunities for, discipleship, Bible studies that you might offer there at the church.
We have a what we call surf class, which is an adult Sunday school small group that
Hmm.
meets every week. Additionally, on Sundays we have alternates between 2 people, one myself and a lay person that will do a second group on Sunday mornings. Like I'm studying, doing Matthew.
Hmm.
I do probably 6 weeks and take a break. So I went up until Advent, took a break, and because I knew I had a mission trip to go, so I'll start that back up in February.
Hmm.
And there's another person that does a group. Last year, she did a study on the shack, a
Hmm.
book study on the shack that people enjoy. So, along with the Sunday morning worship, those are some of the things that we have.
It's great. Talk about the role of worship. You have mentioned worship, but the music and worship and in the church, what role does that play?
Oh, well, we are I would say mostly traditional
Hmm.
worship. We do have some contemporary videos, but we have a choir, a fairly large choir. It's early morning worship service, but I would say we're more traditional in our music style. Besides the video, it's hymns and choir piece.
Hmm.
And like anything, it's one of the music is sometimes people will connect more with that than any spoken word.
Yeah. So talk about what's upcoming that you have for the remainder of winter, maybe into the spring, maybe towards Easter, some of the special things you have planned for the church.
Okay, let's see here. Have to think about that moment. I just got back, so getting the swing of things. So we got our um, Ash Wednesday
Hmm.
coming up.
Yeah.
In February, we'll have as well a Scout Sunday
Hmm.
where we have about five scouting groups that meet through the week. Girl Scouts and Scouting America.
Hmm.
Um, and so there's a designated Sunday that we have the scouts come in. We'll have them lead just about everything except the preaching part, but
Hmm.
we'll have some testimonies there.
Wow.
We'll have the traditional Lent stuff going on. We'll have Monday, Thursday is special because it's a combination of our Monday, Thursday, and it's always Brianna's Hope. So we
Mhm.
combine the two there
Yeah.
and we'll have communion. The choir will be doing a special piece from their cantata, uh, which they'll sing a piece of that for our Palm Sunday, for Monday, Thursday, and Good Friday will be a choir cantata.
Hmm.
Plus, then we'll have the traditional Easter services
Hmm.
uh, planned for sunrise, breakfast, and that's the plan right now. Sunrise, breakfast, and a regular worship service for Easter Sunday.
Okay. Well, as we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to share about St. Matthew's to the audience?
I just say I love the people here.
Hmm.
They're willing and as much as they can. It's an older congregation, but as much as they can to get their hands dirty to help out in the community. They love this community. I'd say I'd have to put a plug for the county in Frankfurt itself. It is very unique, I think.
Yes.
I've never experienced a place like that where so many people are wanting to embrace you right away and get involved and everything that everybody does. It's really about the community. So I find it fascinating
Hmm.
and just the experience I've not had before.
Yeah.